little bit more damage, but it's fine. See how much this actually does. That brings him down below half. Can an E speed take him out from this range? Or actually a Dragon Descent? Get out of here. Goodbye. Gone on turn 1. He wasted his Terra. What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation G VGC Wi-Fi battles. We got a really cool session today around Rayquaza. The Rayquaza actually came back, or I guess technically it was in the game with the DLC and everything, but now it's actually legal with Regulation G. This thing actually has a pretty cool typing of the Dragon Flying typing. The same typing as like Dragonite, and it kind of does the same stuff as Dragonite with a Terra Normal E-Speed and a few other things, but it has a few different type of moves, and it runs a few different items as well. This thing also gets Swords Dance. It has Dragon's Ascent, which I think is a 120 base power flying move, which is crazy. It has like pretty much no drawbacks apart from like a few defense drops, so it's really spammable, especially if you're incredibly fast. So kind of a really cool mon. I've been looking for a team around Rayquaza. I found a few of them, but they were kind of boring, so this team looked a little bit interesting, so I kind of wanted to feature this one for you guys. And I haven't really used like Weezing or Regigigas either, so this team also features those. So it's actually a team by Zolray, and if you guys want to use this team, Renzo quote up in the corner. I should have a paste below. I think he has his own channel as well, which I think is the same name as his IGN, so if you guys want to go check out his channel, feel free to. I'm going to be real with you guys, just before getting this, I'm going to be real with you guys. I think this is probably like the last video I'm probably going to have, at least for like as like daily uploads. I am incredibly low on teams to where I can actually feature teams for you guys daily and have at least like daily videos for you guys. So I think this will be probably like the last video that I'm able to throw up for you guys, at least as like the daily uploads thing for like the last 2 weeks. I'm just all completely out of teams. I have two more of my own teams, but I don't want to throw all of my own teams out at the same time, like back to back, because I want to give a chance for people to actually play my teams and stuff. So I at the very least, like I want one of my teams out like usually like once a week or like once every week and a half, 2 weeks. I don't want to just waste them all once I have them. So apart from my own teams, like I legit have like no other teams to really feature. So if you guys have any like teams in game, like actual like in-game teams with an in-game rental code that you guys want to see me feature, at least want me to at least check out and maybe feature, I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to feature all of them. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm looking for teams around Zamazenta, Zacian, and regular Zamazenta, both of those, like those ones. Both of the Dialga forms. What else is there? There's a bunch of other stuff too that I'm still looking for. Dusk main Necrozma, regular Necrozma, regular Kyurem. There's a few other things too that I'm forgetting that I'm looking for, but Ho-Oh is another one. There's a few other mons that I have not featured yet, at least for like for sessions that I'm still looking to play and kind of see if I can find any good teams around them. So if you guys have any teams around any of those or like anything I haven't featured yet, throw our in-game rental code down below in the comments and I'll try to check the team out, and if I like it, I'll feature it on the channel for you guys. So it doesn't even need to be your own team. If you guys have just been using somebody else's rental code for like somebody else's team that you think is really cool or have been enjoying, let me know as well. And if I haven't featured any of that stuff on that current team and you guys think I would feature it, kind of like the theme of like showcasing all the Regulation G restricteds that I haven't featured yet, let me know in the comments down below and throw a rental code down there and I'll see if it's any good, and if I like it, I'll throw it in a video for you guys coming up. So, but just kind of wanted to let you guys know, like I'm really low on teams to feature for you guys, so I don't think I'm gonna actually be able to daily upload anymore, just because I just have really no teams to feature, and I just don't have enough stuff for like daily uploads. So, kind of wanted to throw that out there at the start of this video. So if you guys are wondering that after this video where my daily uploads are, it's probably gonna go back to like every other day uploads at the very least, just because I'm running out of teams to feature for you guys. So. I also have Overwatch too. Overwatch actually had a new season drop here. I think it was on Tuesday, so I got a few Overwatch things on the way for you guys in the next week or so. I got a tier list that should already be out when you guys are seeing this. Probably one or two other things as well. So we also got a new Apex Legends season on the way in like 2 weeks. So a few other things on the horizon. Kind of going to be focused on those as well. But without further ado, let's talk a little about this team. Team around Rayquaza. You got the clear Amulet Rayquaza on this team. I'm gonna break this team down. We're gonna hop in some games. Apologize for the long intro, y'all, but I just kind of wanted to get that out of the way because I've just been waiting to kind of announce that for you guys, because there's gonna be some people that are wondering. But you got the clear Amulet and Rayquaza with the Terra Normal. This is kind of a standard set with the Sword Stance E-Speed. Kind of a similar thing that Dragonite really does. Apart from that, it's not choice banded. You have to run the clear Amulet because you don't have inner focus. So it's kind of the same thing. We're going to see how it actually does. You got the Focus Sash Chien-Pao with the Sword of Ruin paired alongside like anything on this team. Gives it pretty much an attack boost with that ability. Otherwise, just a really standard set. Kind of the same set I actually run currently on my Chien-Paos. You have the Neutralizing Gas Wheezing, which shuts off all the abilities. Could be pretty good. We'll see how that actually comes in clutch. The main thing you're going to be using it with is the Regigigas. Shut off the slow start. So, you got the Life Orb Regigigas with the Terra Ghost, kind of dodge the fighting moves. With the slow start being inactive, it has really great stats. And it can actually hit really, really hard. Crush Grip is a really cool move, so we'll see how this thing actually does. Got the AV Entei to pair alongside the Chien-Pao Rayquaza type stuff. We'll see how that actually does. I haven't seen Snarl on Entei. It's actually the first Entei I think I'm probably going to end up using that actually has Snarl. A lot of the Enteis right now are actually running Snarls, mainly for Calyrex, a few other things. Then you got the Ogerpon. The only thing I'm actually noticing with this team is all like physical mons. The only thing on this team that's special is the Wheezing, but like it's just a supportive mon, so that could be a problem. This team is incredibly physical. So we're going to see how that actually does. There's like no special attackers on here at all. So it's kind of one thing I'm seeing, at least in the team preview with this team. We'll see how much of a hindrance that actually is, or if that really matters or not. We'll top into the game and see how this goes. Alright, we're here with the game. My opponent's running a Regulation F team, which looks kind of cool. He has the Gyarados, Rillaboom, Scizor, Heatran, Cresselia, and Moltres. So I think what I actually do here is I lead Rayquaza and I just lead Chien-Pao. Like, what does he have for that combo? Like, I have no idea. I guess maybe Heatran. Like, I need something for Heatran on this team, so I'll just bring the Ogerpon here. Ogerpon's pretty good. Entei ain't bad here either. I think I'm gonna bring Entei. Entei doesn't look too bad into him. Yeah, I think I'll bring Entei here too. Looks pretty good. It kind of depends what he wants to bring. Like, his team looks really bulky, like it's more of a setup type team, especially like the Moltres, probably like Nasty Plot, and maybe like Calm Mind Crest. Kind of more of a bulky, slow team, but like I don't know if he really has like a Trick Room setter apart from the Cresselia. Maybe he's Trick Room, maybe it's a Trick Room team, I'm not sure, but I don't know, you think he'd be using some other like a little bit more slower mons on a Trick Room team? There's a lot of other slower options. He's really weak to priority, though. That's one thing my opponent's really weak to here. Needs Crest, so I don't have to worry about Fake Out on turn 1 from Rillaboom or anything either, or like any Intimidate. So that's pretty good. I don't even know if it pays going for a Terra on turn 1. I kind of want to save my Terra for like the Ogerpon, because I think Terra late game with Ogerpon could be really good versus him. Especially into stuff like the Gyarados and like the Heatran and stuff, and getting rid of my Grass typing for the Scizor could be pretty good. So I don't know, I think I just go for Dragon to sit here and I just double into the Moltres. I think that's what I kind of do here. He could Terra. Yeah, like he could Terra Poison here or some shit, which he might. I don't really care that much though. What Terra are you? He's Terra Dark, okay. I wish I would have went for Sacred Sword, that would have did a little bit more damage, but it's fine. See how much this actually does. That brings him down below half. Can an E-Speed take him out from this range? Or actually a Dragon Descent? Get out of here, goodbye. Gone on turn 1. He wasted his Terra. We'll We'll see what his other two mons are. Like, I still have options I can maybe even Terra the Rayquaza here, because he does set up Trick Room, so, like, I have to kind of rely on priority now to kind of do some damage and at least try to stall out the Trick Room turns. He has Gyarados. Lowers my stats a little bit. I don't really care that much, though. I'm actually going to Terra here. I think I'm going to Terra E-Speed. I'm not really even worried about the Crest. Like, I'm just going to target down the Gyarados. Like, I don't really give a shit about Crest at all. And I'm just going to Sucker Punch Gyarados here. If he goes for Dragon Dance, he's still going to be taking a shit ton of damage. I think an E-Speed is probably a 2-hit KO. So, like, a Sucker Punch E-Speed combo here should get the kill pretty much guaranteed, I think, unless he's, like, incredibly, like, a Rocky Helmet, bulky Gyarados, but I don't know. Looking at his team, it doesn't really seem like it would be. Wow, it does a lot of damage. Goodbye, get out of here. He was offensive too. There's no Rocky Helmet there. That does way too much damage. Goes for the Reflect. A little bit too late, bro. It's Rillaboom. So what I can do here is I can just double protect and stall a turn of his Trick Room out. I also have Ice Spinner to get rid of his terrain, so like I'm not really too scared. I'm just gonna double protect here. I'm gonna double protect and stall out his Trick Room. I don't really care. So the Crest has Trick Room, Reflect, probably Lunar Blessing. He just surrenders. Okay. He couldn't catch this. Like, he didn't want to catch any more of this heat. Like, he was like, man, I'm done. There's no way I win here. I think he still would have had a solid chance of winning. I don't know why. He kind of surrendered prematurely there. He didn't even know my last two mons. Like, I don't know. He kind of early there. I mean, then again, I don't know what he would really have for Rayquaza to, like, do any damage to the way Rayquaza. I was at -1 defense. But, like, I don't know what he really would have to really go after the Rayquaza. And, like, by the time that he would even takes down the Rayquaza, he's probably just taking so much damage. So I don't know how much it mattered. I don't know. Not bad, though. Solid game. I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, we're here with another game. My opponent is actually running Shaman Sky. That's really weird. I haven't seen Shaman Sky at all, really. I went against one other team that had Shaman Sky, but it was one of those, like, 2-year-old or, like, probably, like, 10-year-olds that just uses an entire team of legendaries on the casual ladder. That's kind of what it was. And, like, the guy had no idea what he was doing, so he got destroyed. That's the only other time I've really went against it, though. He has Tornadus, Corviknight, Dragonite. Actually, he's running a mono flying team. Mono flying, that's cool. That's really cool. That means I bring Chien-Pao, though. I bring Chien-Pao here, 100%. He's running mono flying. Actually, what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna bring Regigigas, and I'm gonna bring the Weezing. I'll bring Chien-Pao in the back, and I'll bring Rayquaza in the back here. I think that the Regigigas here can actually put in a pretty solid amount of work. I guess apart if he has Hawlucha, it could be a problem, but like I have Terra Ghost, so I'm not really too worried about it. Cool team by opponent though. He's running a full mono flying team. Pretty damn cool. Fervs and McChicken, okay. He gets an Intimidate off here, which kind of sucks. Actually, I forgot about neutralizing gas, so it doesn't work. So I don't even have to worry about Intimidate. That's great. I don't know, what do I want to go after the Corviknight here first? I think I probably do. I think I'm going to go after the Corviknight. I'm just going for knockoff on Corviknight here. I could go for Will-O-Wisp too, or just go for Taunt, which wouldn't really be too bad here. I'm actually going to go... What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to go for Crush Grip onto the Gyarados, and then I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Corviknight. I think that's my play here. See how much this actually does. That just straight up one-shots him. Okay. I didn't expect to get a 1-hit KO there. That's crazy. There's the Iron Defense. So I should have went for Taunt. That's a problem. I finally land the Will-O-Wisp. True Mana, okay. I think True Mana does not want to get burned, so that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to go for a knockoff onto the Corviknight here. And then I'm going to go for a burn onto the Dragonite. Knockoff does nothing. I get rid of its leftovers though, so that's pretty good. He has Earthquake. So much this actually does. I don't know if that, I don't think that's really banded. Goes for Iron Defense again. Get a Will-O-Wisp off here. I think what I need to just do is target down the rest of his team and then like save the Corviknight for last. I think that's what I kind of do here. I think Crush Grip, isn't Crush Grip the move that like it's based off of how much health he has or the opponent has? Yeah, target is Crush Grip. The more HP the target has, the more power it has. So I'm assuming like full health, it does a shit ton of damage. That's what it does. And then I'm just gonna go for Taunt here. See how much this actually does at full. It might, if I was able to one-shot him on turn 1, I don't one-shot him, but I maybe could have just 2 KO'd him. He's close to a Dragon Dance anyways, that's fine, I don't care. He's going to +6. +6 Iron Defense. You're getting taunted now, bud. I don't know, do I predict the body press on this turn and like go Terra Ghost? I think I do. I think I could protect here too, which I think I'm going to. I'm going to protect. The Dragonite dies to burn on this turn, and I'm just going to double protect here. I think that's my play. He's going to Terra. Okay. Terra. Oh, here comes the body press. On this next turn, I'm going to make a crazy play. I'm going to go Terra Ghost on this next turn. He does not know my Terra yet, so we're going to see what he has here. I'm assuming it's Body Press. If he Earthquakes here too, he's also taking damage now. He's taking his own, he's doing his own damage. So he did some chip damage for us, which is really nice. Thanks for the extra chip damage, bud. Any chip damage I can get on the Corviknight, I'll take, even though that did like 1 health. So he does have Body Press. I can go for Terra Ghost on this next turn, so that's not much of a problem. Dragonite's gone to burn. That's good. It's going to be like my entire team versus this Corviknight late game, I think. That's what's going to really happen here. El Primo. So now I'm guaranteed. I really need to go Terra Ghost. I need to go Terra Ghost badly here. I'm going to go Terra Ghost, and I'm going to go for Crush Grip. And then I think I'm actually... I think that might actually just one-shot the Hulucha. And I'm just going to go for Sludge Bomb here to get some chip damage on him. I'm assuming that one-shots him. Like, it did that much damage to a Dragonite, which is way more bulky than a Hulucha is. So, like, I'm assuming Crush Grip just one-shots him. Swords Dance, that's fine. Unless he's Focus Sash. That could be a problem, I guess. He's not. Just get out of here. That's 2 KOs for the Regigigas from full. 1 KO on a Gyarados and a Hulucha. That's crazy. There's the Body Press. That doesn't even affect me. I think he's at a loss now. Like, he just gets straight up walled. Sludge Bomb does a solid amount because it's a special move. Just get straight up walled. Walled into oblivion now. I think I just go for Crush Grips because it's... I don't know if it'll actually do that much at this rate of health because he's pretty low on health. But I could go for high horsepower too, but I'm just going to go for Crush Grip. It's stab, so maybe it'll do more. We'll see how much it does. I think his taunt ran out, didn't it? Yes. Oh, he has 1 more turn of taunt here, so... I'm just going to go for Sludge Bomb. He just surrenders. Wow. Get outplayed. Get outplayed. I could have not have asked for like a better lead here. Like the Wheezing Regigigas lead, which is such a good lead versus this guy. It shut down most of his team, especially with like the neutralizing gas. No Intimidate. Like, he didn't have to worry about mirror armor there either, or like any of his abilities. No multi-scale. No inner focus. Like, I didn't have to worry about anything. Granted, a lot of those didn't really matter, but still. Not bad. The Rayquaza didn't even hit the field. It's crazy. Props to my opponent for running a mono flying team, though. I'll give him credit. But the guy got destroyed. Sad to be him. I'll see you guys in another match. Alright, we're here with another game. My opponent's running a sweaty copy-paste regulation F team. Oh, that's fun. Frigoraph, Incineroar, copy-paste, blah blah blah. I'm falling asleep reading his team. How boring it is. Fluttermane, Ogerpon, Fire, Urshifu, Rillaboom. Yeah, I'm falling asleep here, y'all. Yawn. What do we want to bring to this? Funny enough, actually, the Regigigas actually looks pretty good here. Regigigas actually looks pretty good, apart from like the fast stuff on his team. Like the only thing that's kind of stopping it is like the Ogerpon. I think I just bring Regigigas Wheezing here again, which is a pretty solid lead. I'll bring Chien-Pao in the back, and I'm gonna try to bring Rayquaza again. I guess Entei ain't too bad here either. Entei could be pretty good. I don't really want to get rid of the Wheezing though. I think I really want to. If I bring the Wheezing, like I'm by default, I kind of have to bring the Regigigas, otherwise it's just useless. It just doesn't do anything, especially if it's slow start. It just gets destroyed. So. See what he actually brings. It depends what he brings too, because he has a sweaty team, but like it just comes down to what he really brings. He just leads Incineroar, that's fine. Neutralizing gas, it'll take care of that. Well, I mean, what I could do here is I could also double protect, which I might actually just do, just to scout what he really wants to do here. I'm just gonna double protect. If he's a Calm Mind Fluttermane, I'm gonna be really mad. Just dodge a fake out here. Fake out, okay. Shadow. He is a Calm Mind Fluttermane. What did I say? Oh no. What are the odds of that? Like, I legit just kind of said that on a whim. I was like, oh, maybe it's a Calm Mind Fluttermane. I happen to be correct. What are the odds? I'm going to Crush Grip here. I'm going to Crush Grip, and then I'm going to taunt the Fluttermane. Shadow Ball at +1. I don't know if I can actually tank that. I barely do. Get this thing taunted, please. See if a Crush Grip just one-shots him. I get a crit. Did the crit matter there? It's an Incineroar, so I'm assuming it maybe did. Wow, that's crazy. Huge knockout on turn 2. I'm assuming the only other thing he has is probably like Moonblast and probably Dazzling Gleam. Or Protect, and he was only running like Moonblast. He has Rillaboom again, so like what I can do here is I can actually just Protect. Double Protect again. Dodge a fake out. He might actually, I don't know. Is he running a Sword Stance Rillaboom too? Is that another thing this guy has? He probably has a bunch of setup mods. If he has Calm Mind Fluttermane, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I waste a turn of Taunt here, but like I don't really care that much. What I'm going to do on this next turn, I'm just going to go for Knockoff, and then I'm going to try to Will-O-Wisp this, the Rillaboom. The Rillaboom, when it's burned, it just doesn't do anything, and like I have 2 things in the back that can just deal with it. He has Dazzling Gleam, +1 that'll do a lot of damage. Like, I have Chien-Pao and I have Rayquaza in the back. Both things just destroy the Rillaboom anyways. He has a Wood Hammer. That's kind of a problem. I don't know if I can actually tank a Wood Hammer plus a Dazzling Gleam. I'm gonna go for knockoff here for the onto the Flutter Mane, get some damage on him, and then I'm gonna go for Will-O-Wisp here. If he is booster too, I'll get rid of the booster energy, so that way if the Weezing does drop, I'm just gonna straight up try to attack me. See if I live. I barely live. So like if he's booster energy and the Weezing goes down, then he doesn't get his booster here. He has no item. Does he not? He doesn't have an item. Okay. He just gets rid of the Weezing. Can I not knock off a booster energy? Is that... See if he actually has a booster. I'm assuming you should be able to knock it off. Find out if he pops a booster. I don't know, no booster, I don't think so. Okay. Kinda interesting. And I'm gonna go into Chien-Pao here, and I'm just gonna Sucker Punch the Flutter Mane. From this range, a Sucker Punch should get the kill. Okay, why does... So you cannot knock off a booster energy? I didn't even know that. I didn't even know you can't knock off a booster. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I'm gonna go for Sucker Punch here. I don't know why it works like that. Isn't it like... Technically, booster energy isn't like a consumable item, so like if it isn't used, it's similar to like a citrus berry and everything like that, so like you should be able to just get rid of it. I don't know why it does not work. It's really weird. I have no idea why it's like that. Makes zero sense. Did not know that up until now, but then again, a lot of the stuff I've been going with against that actually has booster. Like a lot of it's usually just runs booster anyways, like it pops in. I never have a chance to really test that, so don't really see that interaction very much. He has Ogerpon. I don't know, I mean, what I do here is I just double protect again. I could actually, I'm not going to double protect here, I want the Regigigas to drop here. So, like, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to knock off the Rillaboom here, and then I'm going to protect Chien-Pao on this turn to keep my Sash intact. In case he's Swords Dance, Ogerpon, that could be a bit of a problem. I don't really have much to hit the Ogerpon anyways. Still, if I can get some damage on him, that'd still be pretty good. Just going to go Terra onto this, okay. Terra Fire is kind of a problem. Spiky Shield. Okay, that's good. That's good. Does he go for... He goes for Grassy Glide. That's fine. So I get a free knockoff onto him here. That's pretty good. Does a solid amount of damage. Gets rid of his AV. Doesn't matter that much. I need to try to get rid of his terrain. That's what I really need to do here. I need to get rid of his terrain. Like, he's also a fire type now, too, so, like, do I still have slow start? I don't know if I do. Does it usually say if your slow start is still active or not? I'm not sure. I don't know. I wish there was a way to tell if your slow start was still going or if it ended. Because I'm not sure if I wasn't paying attention if it stopped or not. I'm going to go for high horsepower here, and then if I somehow live a double Grassy Glide, because I'm assuming he's probably just going to double right into the Chien-Pao here. I'm going to go for Ice Spinner to get rid of his terrain. I outspeed him. Okay. That does a shit ton of damage. A lot more than I thought it was going to. So he's not running any, like, bulk at all on his Ogerpon. Brings me down to Sash. U-turn, that's fine. You're going to still be taking a bunch of damage here, though. Like, you're going to have to eat this. Eat a high horsepower. It's a solid amount. I have Rayquaza here. I still have a Terra I can use too. I think actually what I do here is like I don't think he can actually touch me at all. So like what I do is I just go for E-Speed onto the Rillaboom here. I don't think he actually even does anything to me, and then I just go for high horsepower onto Ogerpon. The main like Ogerpon, like what he hits me with a fire type move and a grass type move, both things I resist. So like I don't really care what he does. I think the Rayquaza kind of comes in and cleans up this match. It's where the Regigigas. I will admit though, the Regigigas stayed around a lot longer. It put out a lot of damage this match. Alright, just E-Speed. Goes for Spiky Sheet. You're just prolonging the match, bud. Just walk away and take the L. Quit trying to draw out the match. You cannot escape your fate. I could be an asshole and just go for Terra Normal too to try to rub it in, but like, there's no way he lives this anyways, even without a Terra. And I'm just wasting animation time. I don't want to waste more of your guys' time than I need to. Get out of here. You can take that copy-paste rental team bullshit and shove it. You have no idea what you're doing. Like, I say it every single time, too. Like, you can use a copy-paste rental team, but, like, if you have no idea how to play the team, or if you don't play it well enough, like, the team's... It's not going to play itself. So that's kind of a prime example in this match. My opponent didn't really have no idea what he was really doing half the game. So, I don't know. Kind of played pretty bad, if I'm being real. But then again, like, his team was kind of weak to Rayquaza. And especially, like, with the Weezing shutting down a lot of his abilities. Like, his team really required a lot of his abilities there. So, that's also kind of another thing that kind of checked a lot of his team. So, kind of just a bad matchup for him. He maybe could have won. Like, he had all the tools to still maybe win. Just kind of didn't really play the greatest. I don't know. Let's talk a little bit about this team. Alright, as for this team, I think this team's actually a really good team. I actually enjoyed using this team a lot, and I think it's actually a really solid team. I don't even have, like, anything to really, like, critique with this team at all. I think this team's actually overall, like, really, really good. A really well-built team. Like, my only critique with this team is, like, it's all physical attackers. Like, that's my only, like, main thing with this team. I went against a few games. I did one testing match. I don't know if you guys... You probably won't see it because I never recorded it, but... I had one testing match where I went against Iron Defense, Body Press, Zamazenta. And this team got fucking rolled. So if you're going against, like, Iron Defense, Body Press, or, like, setup stuff, like, that buffs their defense, or even, like, Corviknight. I went against the Corviknight. You guys maybe see that game, I'm not sure. I went against Iron Defense, Body Press, Corviknight, which could have been a little bit of a problem. So, mainly, like, Zamazenta. Like, if you guys are going against, like, Iron Defense, Body Press, Zamazenta, and there's a few other things, too, that can be a little bit of a problem, but... I think this is kind of the main problem with this team, but I don't know what you really get rid of on this team to kind of round it out with like a few special attackers. I don't think there's really like any way you can actually kind of rectify the team in any way without like ruining it entirely. Because like the Regigigas, Weezing, like you need both of those on the team for them to actually like kind of withstand and kind of play with each other. The Rayquaza, Chien-Pao is a no-brainer. The Entei is there, like it synergizes really well. Same with the Ogerpon. You got your Fire... You got your Water Grass, so like overall it's pretty damn good. I don't know. That's kind of just my only complaint with the team, but like at the same time, like I don't know if you can really change it. And, like the only special attacker you have is the Weezing, but it's just a full-on like support for the team. It doesn't really do that much damage anyways, so I think that's just my only like critique with the team. But like at the same time, I don't know how you'd really change that without like having to like entirely rebuild the team or like majorly change it to where it would probably play a lot different. So I don't know. Overall, I think it's a really good team, though. If you guys want a really good team that's also really fun around Rayquaza, give this team a try. Rental quote up in the corner. Pokepaste should be down below. Apart from that, I'm going to get out of here. Like I said, as well, if you guys have any rental teams, in-game rental teams, not like Pokepaste showdown teams, like in-game rental code teams that I have not featured yet around like any of the restricteds I have not featured, let me know in the comments down below. They don't even have to be your own team, even if it's just like a team you guys are using that isn't your own team, but you find it fun, or you find it good, or that type of thing, and it's with something I haven't featured yet. feel free to throw it down in the comments down below, and I'll try it out, and if I like it, I'll feature it on the channel for you guys. So still looking for a lot of stuff too, like Ho-Oh, what other Necrozma, regular Necrozma, Duskmane Necrozma, Lustrous Globe, Palkia, both of the Dialga forms. There's a bunch of other shit too that I haven't even used. Zekrom, Kyurem, regular Kyurem, not white or black, like regular Kyurem. There's a few other things too that I haven't. Giratina, both of the Giratina forms I have not used at all. Let alone have I even seen anyone use them at all. I don't think I've seen one person at all use Giratina. That's gonna be one that I'm gonna really have probably a difficult time featuring, or like trying to find a team around, or at least like actually a good team that isn't just like a garbage team. There's a few other things too. Like if you guys have been paying attention as well, like some of the stuff that I haven't featured, I have a team around Mewtwo and Miraidon that I'm going to be building myself. That should be coming up in the next week or so. Koraidon's another thing I'm looking for. So if you guys have a Koraidon team you guys want to see featured, let me know. But I do have a team around Mewtwo and Miraidon that I'm actually making myself, so I got those two covered. But apart from that, if you guys have anything else, any like in-game rental codes, throw them down in the comments and I'll see if they're any good. If I like them, I'll feature them. So apart from that, I'm gonna get out of here. Like I said as well, probably like the last video I'm gonna be uploading, at least on like the daily upload thing, because like I said, I'm running really low on teams for you guys, so I don't have enough to really upload like daily videos anymore, at least going forward, probably until like Regulation G officially drops at the end of April. So apart from that, I'm gonna get out of here. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video, really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Got a bunch more stuff on the way.